we're still right now on earth in these old bodies, and we don't have this perfect spiritual vision yet. We get glimpses here and there. But we look through the glass darkly, so the window's really, really covered with a lot of dirt, or it's tinted so dark we can just barely make out the spiritual realm beyond. And someday we're just going to go out there and the lights are on and we see it all. Oh, that's why I only saw little glimpses. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We see through the glass darkly. But that's not at all what this is. Okay? Because you ever heard, okay, you know Alice in Wonderland? Okay? Well, that was written by a guy named Lewis Carroll, and he was an Englishman. And so it was written, and the title originally was an Old English type phrase, is it talked about Alice through the looking glass. So looking glass, that's what they used to call a mirror in England.
Yes.
A looking glass.
Yes.
So when this says you look through a glass darkly, actually it's the word isoptron, a Greek word that means mirror, not a window. It's a mirror. So it says you're looking into a mirror that's kind of darkened. Now, did they relate to this when this was written? They did, because what happened is in these days when this was written, the scripture was written, mirrors were often made of a polished piece of copper. Now, copper is not like silver. It's a little bit darker. But you could polish it enough to see a reflection of yourself, but it wasn't like we have today in a mirror. So what the apostle is saying here, he says, for right now, we look into a mirror dimly. This is what the NASB. We look into a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I'll be known fully just as I've also been known. But now faith, hope, love, abide, these three, but the greatest of these is love. All right. So we're going to change the picture that we were thinking, perhaps some of you were looking through a dark glass, and we're going to say we're looking into a mirror.
Right.
That's not as bright as we would like, but we're looking in the mirror and getting a reflection, okay? So, you're looking into a mirror. What's that got to do with it? Now, here's some questions for you, okay? Here's a question. So, we still can have this old perception. I'm looking into this mirror, and it's going to show me these, like Alice through the looking glass. I'm looking into this thing, I'm going to see these mysterious things that are in the spirit realm that I can't quite clearly see yet. But now, I'm going to hear straight, just simple fact. When you look into a mirror, what do you see?
Yourself.
Exactly. That's the secret. You're not looking through a porthole to view something else, and you're looking at yourself. Okay? You're looking at yourself. This is very, very important. Okay? So he's saying right now we look at ourselves. We're not even looking at Christ. We're looking at ourselves. And we don't fully see who we are.
Right.
Okay? Because it's dark. What the Bible will do, because the Bible is the mirror you need to look in, it'll show you who you really are. And when you see who you really are, the lights will go on. You go, huh, I didn't realize I had that. I didn't realize I could do that. I didn't realize I could walk in that. This is the mirror that shows you who you really are.
Right.
So you see, God isn't showing you in this particular area. He's not showing you who He is. He's showing you who you are.
Right.
And you need to see yourself as He sees you. When you see yourself as He sees you, you can walk on a whole different level. Okay? So, the purpose of seeing ourselves as we truly are in Christ will allow us to accept our identity and be who we were really meant to be.
Amen.
If you you woke up in a hospital, you've been in a terrible car crash, and it wiped out your memory, you got amnesia. And somebody comes in, you're in the bed, you got these tubes coming out at you, and some guy comes in, and he says, Bob, and you go, is that my name? Is it Bob? Yes, Bob, I'm your brother. Oh, okay. What am I doing here? You were in a terrible accident, Bob. And well, what's my life about? Who am I? Who am I? Bob, you're a recovering drug addict, but you went back to drugs and you got drugged up and you had a car crash and you're homeless and you know your family's left you and you're all alone, and I've been taking care of you, but you kind of backslid and you got into some drugs and you had an accident, and here you are today, and you're going, oh man, so I'm homeless, I got no family, I got no job, I've been in an accident, I'm totally wiped out, I'm a drug addict.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got a big hill to climb to get back into normal life. I got a long way to go. Suddenly you've taken on the identity this guy just told you. You don't even know it's true.
That's right. Wow.
Now you find out Bob's an actor. Likewise, somebody else comes in and says, oh, you don't understand. Actually, your father is, king of, like Dubai or something. You are like a billionaire. People bow when you walk through the room. There's limousines waiting for you. There's helicopters waiting for you. You are one of the most powerful men in the whole nation.
Amen.
You go, I am? Yeah. Well, I guess life's looking up. I guess when I walk out here, everything will be okay. And you'll walk out with your head up because people bow when I walk through the room. I'm a dignitary. People, oh yes, it's him, it's the prince. Oh, well, see, people treat me pretty high. You feel pretty good about yourself. The only difference is, two people told you a different story and you believe one of them.